What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically though, in today's episode, we have to talk about what we discovered in yesterday's video, which was basically finding a new bottom support on pretty much every single cryptocurrency, as well as the S&P 500. Now, as you guys can see, I do have XRP pulled up here, and you can see over the past couple of days, so we had a couple weeks ago, this sort of sideways channel that was forming here, and it took about a month to complete itself inside, as you guys can see, what appears to be a pretty sizable descending fractal here. You can see a descending triangle of the sort forming, these stair-stepping patterns. So we had this consolidation. We filled in the gap, and eventually we retested the resistance up here and the support here, and we did what was expected and broke down and corrected to the next support. We then consolidated and broke out of the support to head back to retest the same resistance that we've been struggling to try to maintain for quite some time now. And then we got rejected off this and corrected back down to, once again, a new bottom support level. So we pretty much have figured out that there is a new price floor for XRP, as well as these other cryptocurrencies, which we can use to gauge us as to when to buy in for the next trade. You can see the same thing is also on Ethereum. Ethereum has also been in and is still currently in a descending fractal or channel, unlike XRP here. And you can see we do have these kind of stair-stepping patterns. And recently we've bounced off support. You can see here at about, where is it? Not $1,000. And we've been able to kind of consolidate, and there's lots of uncertainty, but consolidate for the most part here. And you can see we've come back down now to retest this support once again. So we have a support being retested. Same thing with XRP here. And this also applies to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, after breaking down from its descending channel, you can see here, consolidating like this, we've now once again retested a major support on the coin here. So these are all good gauges as to when to buy in for the next unfortunate short opportunity here, unless we decide to rally up higher. But if at any point we see cryptos like XRP break through support here at 30 cents, we notice short. Ethereum breaks through 1,000, we notice short. Bitcoin breaks through its support at about 18.8, we notice short. And the same thing is with the S&P 500. As you guys know, the S&P 500 has been pretty much having some issues the past couple of months, but we recently broke down back inside our major channel here, which I want to show you guys right now. You can see this white channel has pretty much been a gauge for us to see how, healthy of a movement the S&P 500 is, and we've just now broken down back inside of it, in a weird scenario where we're oversold at the top, when normally when we're at the top, we're overbought. So it's a weird flip, and it's totally new for the markets. We've never seen this before. So we have to play around and see what exactly is going on with this as well. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. Really quick, guys, I wanted to give you an update on the channel. As you guys know, I just recently started my new finance channel, you can see here, and I just dropped a video yesterday or about 2 days ago, The Global Crisis, What Americans Don't Realize, and I find it quite an interesting video. So definitely make sure to check this out, as well as sub to the new channel. Links down in the description below. But with that being said, diving into the technical analysis, you can see here the top, let me just get this up. You can see here the top 10 cryptocurrencies are once again consolidating. You can see really not moving much at all, maybe a percentage at most in either direction here. But when we jump to the other cryptos, you can see here that we are starting to hit that bottom. So I'm not really sure why we're starting to see some positive results. It's more so just flatline trading here, but to see XRP up 1.4% when we're pretty much at a bottom here doesn't really sound about right. Maybe from yesterday we're up higher, but currently today we're down lower than where we were. And you can see this pretty much applies for all these cryptos. And what I was saying with the S&P is we're now retesting the top of the Bollinger Bands here. There's a lot of reasons why we would reject. We have the moving average here, as well as the resistance here, and this is causing the prices to reject lower. So I'm hoping that we could just kind of fill in the gap like this and trend like this for quite some time, enough for us to get some positive news from inflation levels, and then we'll be able to, just trend sideways. I mean, I don't want to sound crazy, but in this market here, if we were to come back up to all-time highs again, you're going to be at a point where the prices, or where the markets are at about, what is this? into 2025, 2026. I don't know why it's not loading for us, but it's around 2025 to 2026 here. And you can see, even if we wanted to get to a healthy range, let's say we get back to this level here. This is, January 2024. So we have another year of this consolidation before we get to that level. At least we know that we've been dollar cost averaging on the way down, and we can also buy in on the way up, which would allow us to hopefully break even a little bit sooner. Now, in regards to these other cryptos, what we know to wait for is this support level here. So we know that pretty much the appropriate time to buy in. Originally, we were kind of confused as to the general direction that most of these cryptocurrencies wanted to move to. And I've been saying within Bitcoin, it doesn't seem like a good time to trade because there's a lot of consolidation and uncertainty left to trade sideways before we can get any sort of big movement. And it would be a little too risky, at least for my style of trading as a conservative trader. Same thing with Ethereum. We need to fill in this gap here and come into contact with this resistance before we make any trades. But this has all been changed since we've confirmed that there is a support level that we can use for potential short opportunities here. So you can see if the price of XRP actually manages to close the daily below 30 cents, we know we can enter a short and short this to the downside, which could be pretty low. And if we break through this, it could be very low for the coin, especially for other cryptocurrencies too. With Ethereum breaking through its $1,000 price floor, we could easily stumble down to $600. And with Bitcoin breaking through its price floor at 18, we could easily stumble down to $10,000 very, very, very quickly, which is a little bit unsettling. And the likelihood that we do that is very slim because of the fact that we're oversold on pretty much every single crypto's daily charts, oversold on Bitcoin's daily, we're oversold on Ethereum's daily, and we're even just getting closer to being oversold on XRP's daily. So there's a lot of supports being held, and hopefully we can kind of bounce off this and expect to see a run. And that's ideally the scenario that I'm looking for. I'd like to see some sort of bounce off this and head back to the upside here, as well as with the S&P. This will be the biggest gauge for us as to the direction that we move to. Lots of uncertainty yesterday with the S&P 500 pretty much closing where it opened here, and I'm hoping that this could be a reversal doji and we could start to see a positive movement to the upside here, swinging us back to the upside like this. And that would also be a small opportunity on the 4-hour charts to long these cryptos to the upside here, long this to resistance, and Bitcoin could probably hit as high as 23K, which would be a pretty sizable run. Otherwise, though, I do make all my trades on Bityard. Hopefully you guys are familiar. Bityard is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging website that I like to use to basically trade all different styles of cryptocurrencies. You can see here, not only do they have Bitcoin, and I believe they just updated Bityard's profile again because this is a little bit different, but they have XRP, Ethereum, and tons of other altcoins that you guys can trade around with, especially XRP. There's not many other cryptocurrency exchanges that offer this. And when you do decide to sign up with the link down in the description, if you click mystery box, you can actually earn some free cryptocurrency by clicking that. And you can also daily mine rewards, which is also awesome. So when it does come time to trade, what I do is type the amount of leverage that I want over here. You can skew this all the way down to 1x, which is awesome. They used to have it just up to 5x, and now we can go all the way up to 125x, which is extremely aggressive here. But you can now do at a very low leverage here, and then type in the amount of margin that you want to do, and then you're good to go. You're ready to trade by clicking buy long or even clicking sell short. So that's it for Bityard. Definitely make sure to check them out down in the description below. And like I said, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. We just have to spend quite a bit of time on focusing on how the S&P 500 decides to open, as well as these other cryptocurrencies. Hopefully, what we can expect to see happen is a bounce off this support to the upside, but everything will play out today, and hopefully we can enter some trades tomorrow. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe if you haven't already, subscribe to my other channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.